Very good morning to you, and we're looking at cold, wet morning in Cape Town this morning. That wet weather is going to be around until about 10 in the morning, after which that cold front will just slide along the southern Cape coast, but those southwesterlies will be blowing in behind it, getting up to 40 kilometers an hour around the Cape. The front will also bring rain up into the northern Cape, round about 2 in the afternoon, 3 in the afternoon, Springbok, and some of the towns further into the interior should be getting some of that rain. Also a wet start this morning over parts of the central interior and down onto the Transkei coast, but up in the northeast, sunny and quite pleasant weather, and we're seeing temperatures right up into the high 20s in places up in the northeast. So there is the first warning of high seas and windy conditions all the way down the west coast and around along the garden route, so please do take care around that. Ahead of the cold front, of course, we've got those berg wind conditions, hot, dry, gusty weather, and that results in a fire warning over the central interior. Moving through to Gauteng, temperatures a little bit warmer than they have been, low 20s across, 21 for Bronkhorstspruit and 23 for Johannesburg. You see Carltonville there as well at about 20. Can't remember which way round we go. Well, we're going up into Limpopo. Really warm over the Lowveld area, but as you look up into the higher areas, places like Tabazimbi, still lingering around the low 20s, but clear blue skies right the way across. Through Mpumalanga, the Highveld is going to be quite chilly, just cracking into the 20s and high teens all the way across the Mpumalanga Highveld, but once you drop down the escarpment and into the Lowveld, so places like Mbombela and Skukuza getting up into the mid to high 20s. Down in KwaZulu-Natal, it is going to be fairly warm along the coast, high 20s from Richards Bay all the way down to Port Shepstone, a little bit cooler into the interior, clear blue skies, again ahead of that cold front. Whereas down in the Eastern Cape, we could see a few showers, particularly up into the interior where it is going to be cloudy and quite chilly over that interior, otherwise low 20s and fairly windy weather for Gqeberha and further along the Garden route. Mossel Bay, Cape Agulhas, Cape Town, all staying in the teens today with that very wet and windy weather expected for the Western Cape. Up into the Northern Cape, of course, cold and wet for Springbok. That rain only arriving a little bit later on in the afternoon, as I said, and there are those showers over the interior for Kimberley and for Kuruman. And if we have a little bit of time just to move through to the northwest as well, low 20s expected, partly cloudy skies, and there is that rain down in the southwest.
Simon, you forgot the northwest. That's very naughty of you. Tell me about the northwest. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, so partly cloudy skies in the northwest and temperatures staying into the low 20s. It's a different format. There we can show the northwest.
Is it completely different? How are you feeling? This is Simon Gear, everybody. I mean, I know you know Simon Gear, but I mean, this is Simon coming back. How long haven't you done the weather for here?
I mean, I think the last time I did it was during 2014, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
So 11 years ago.
11 years ago,
It's like riding a bicycle, right?
Not really. I would have liked a little bit more practice, I think. Yeah.
Listen, welcome back. It's so nice to see you, man.
It's amazing walking around the corridors.
Yeah.
Isn't it? I mean, it's, this is a place that I spent 15 years of my life.
Where did you begin? What year did you begin?
November 1999.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was a little 23-year-old. I had hair and hopes and dreams.
And your hair had hopes and dreams too. Wait, before you talk about the hopes and dreams,
yeah.
Here, look at yourself.
Oh, no.
1999.
I hope this is not going to be the first one because I was awful.
Maybe you were better than this one. I'm not sure. Here we go. Let's have a look. 1999. Simon Gear taking us down a trip of memory lane.
Over the country. In fact, the studio is just about the only place where it isn't raining. Hot and dry conditions here today. But the heavy rain has now moved westward into Botswana. So we do have a warning out for the people living in southern Botswana and the northwest province. Well, a 60% chance in that area, lessening to isolate. Pardon me. To isolate the thunder showers up into the Highveld, into the Lowveld and through into Botswana. But a dry day expected over the rest of the country. Very, very warm morning, especially on that. Good evening. We're about to enter a very wet weekend over the southern parts of the country. A few isolated thunderstorms tonight over this western interior to the Eastern Cape. That front pushes in scattered rain for Cape Town, but lovely clear skies all the way through the central and northeastern parts of the country. Have a great weekend. Cheers.
such stunning memories. I mean, this is classic. It's absolutely amazing. Classic SABC television. Simon Gear giving the... So wait, your first, what were you doing? You were sitting at a desk reading the weather. Did you not have graphics in those days?
No. So what we used to do is I would start with the presenters on the desk.
Yeah.
And so the two anchors and and the sports guy and myself, and we would start.
So this was Morning Live. You started on Morning Live.
I started on Morning Live,
with Tracy and Vuyo, and you were doing the weather.
And then I'd do the weather, and I would do a little bit of a forecast, just a little sort of 10-second thing, and then I would give a fact for the day or something ridiculous, or like a quote, or which became a big thing on radio subsequently. They used to call the weather and so much more, and it would be me talking about some science thing. And then so we had back no, we didn't. We had green screen.
Yes, I remember the green screen. I mean, when I arrived, and that was back in 2004, you used to have that chroma key at the back there, the green screen, and you'd stand there, there was absolutely nothing here.
Yeah.
Now you actually look at pictures, but before that there was a green thing behind you, and you would just have to see what was going on the camera. That was you were just relying on the
So we had a picture of ourselves in the camera.
Yeah.
And then we would have two screens on either side.
Oh yes,
that we could watch ourselves in. Yes. So I was very good at being able to show Cape Town.
So you went. I mean, you studied for this, obviously. I mean,
yes.
And one thing people got to understand is that you guys are meteorologists. I mean, that's what you.
Yeah. So I'm a climatologist, which is the more long-range stuff. So I work at climate change and that sort of thing. I mean, even today, I still work as an air quality consultant, and have clients looking at dust impacts and those sort of things.
Yeah.
But I mean, I was the kid who should have done drama art, but always did geography, So all my mates at varsity were the drama art guys. So I was doing street theatre and all of that sort of thing. But my varsity work was weather.
Yeah.
So then there was this rumour that Graham Hart was retiring. And I thought, well, I want to
that sounds like
I want to
fun.
be a performer and still talk about the weather.
Yeah.
And I managed to get it.
And
it
you
was
managed to get
fantastic.
the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
I mean, I always used to joke about it. I mean, whenever you meet a weather person for the first time, that's all I imagine anybody speaks to you about is the weather. It's like, Simon, so outside the weather's going to be...
Well, I mean,
has it evolved? Do you find you have more conversations other than the weather now?
Well, no one recognises me anymore, for fairly obvious reasons.
Well, I mean, we saw that cute little pin-up boy in 1999, that cute little guy with all that hair and young, and here you are, a dad. I mean, you've got two kids. How many kids now?
So I've got two children.
Kids, yeah.
One is 22, the other's 18.
You see.
I mean, my 18-year-old is here today. The last time she was in the studio, her mom was ill, and I had to bring her in my, like a little baby.
Yeah.
That was the last time Amy was in a TV studio.
Isn't that stunning?
For her now to wander around and see all the lights and everything's been great fun.
And see the complete difference. But I mean, when we look at 75 years of SABC, I mean, obviously you and I not here from the beginning. I mean, I wasn't even born yet. But this brand, the evolution, there've been ups, there've been downs. We're still going through it. But what would you say are some of the fondest memories for you here at SABC News?
I mean, it's a phenomenal organisation. We don't realise that it's fairly unique to be pushing news out in so many different languages. So one of the first things that I did as a weather presenter, sort of once I'd been established and moved from Morning Live up to the main news bulletin at 8, I was tasked with getting weather presenters in all the different languages.
Yeah.
That was really, really special.
Yeah.
So we, when I started, we only had weather presenters for English and Afrikaans, and everything else was just scripted and the newsreader read it. So launching those careers was amazing. And now when I go to different places, different TV channels, I come across weather presenters who had their start there, no longer working in weather, now working, as showrunners or whatever else. So that was really, really special.
I love that. Simon, thank you. Thanks for being with us today. Doing the weather forecast. I'm glad we got the Northwest in.
Yeah, I apologise for Northwest. It's normally Cape Town that I would stand in front of and get rude emails.
Exactly. That was Simon Gear, former SABC meteorologist, sharing stories and insights from a very defining chapter in South African broadcasting history. Happy 75 years to our beloved SABC.